Alright, welcome back to the studio. I'm here to answer a few questions. I think this question right here is for Matthew Valadez, I think it is. Alright. He said he's hearing a clicking noise every time he's using this crossfader. If you're using the Galileo crossfader or the Innofader, it don't matter which one you're using. If you're using on the Mixars, you only can use the original faceplate that it came with. And on that faceplate, on top of that faceplate, you will see a little metal piece on this side that goes over, that's stopping the, it looks like it's stopping the fader from going all the way. But actually, all it's doing is just connecting with the fader post. So what you got to do is take that faceplate off and clip that little metal piece off. It's a little metal piece. It looks like a little bridge over there. Get you some needle nose pliers. Take them and just bend them back and forth, or some of those. I think they're like metal clippers or nail cutters or something like that, and just break off the little post on there, and that's gonna stop all your clicking noise. And then somebody else had a question about the crossfader and the fader plate not coming up. Had a question about a problem with the fader post not coming all the way through the faceplate. And what you have to do here, you got to be very careful with this right here. You're also going to have to take off the little metal piece. If you take off your mixer, you're going to see on that faceplate what I'm talking about. I already cut mine off, so you can't see what I'm talking about. But it's a little hump, and all you want to do is cut those little two pieces off so it can be flush when you put the faceplate on. Because when you put the faceplate on, it's not going to be flush. It's going to be sticking up, preventing the crossfader post from coming all the way up. Now, to make that raise up, what you have to do, if you got the Innofader, and you put the Innofader in, that's when you're going to notice the fader post is not coming all the way up. You got these little washers in here that comes with your Innofader or whatever. You're going to take these washers right here, take 4 of them, I think it's 4 or 5 on each side. I don't want to take mine off because it's going to be hard to put them back on if they come off, but hopefully they don't come off. I'm doing this so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Hope y'all can see this. As you can see, those washers I got, I think it's 4 on each side. Might be, try 5. If 5 is too low, take one off. But if you can see where I put these washers, stick them together, they're going to stick together. I think they peel and stick. If theirs peel and stick, I didn't peel and stick mine. I just stuck them together, smushed them together, and they stay right there. Anyway, they're going to go, I placed those 5 washers right over the hole where I'm putting screws in, so it can raise this crossfader up so it can be flush with the board. Hope y'all can see that. Where the screw goes through the washers. And then carefully place them back down there. What I did, I put the washers down on a mixer first and then stuck the screws in there. And make sure your mixer is off when you're doing all this. You don't want your mixer to power on. You don't want the power on at all. Make sure the power is off so you don't get a shortage in there. And that's how you do that. If you seen what I did, take these little washers, 4 on each side, or however many, take the stack on each side, but make sure it's the right amount on each side. So if it's 4 on one side, make sure it's 4 on the other side. 5 on the other side, make sure it's 5 on the other side. But I'm pretty sure I put 4 in there. They're too smashed up for me to see, but it's 4 on each side. And that'll raise the crossfader up so you can have an even flush, so it can be flush with the faceplate. And the post to come all the way up through here, and that way you have enough room to put your knob on. But in any one of those circumstances, that little post, the little bridge on each end of the fader, y'all know what I'm talking about if you see it. Like I said, I cut mine off so you can't tell. But I just got some needle nose pliers and I just bent it 3 or 4 times and it bent right half. I mean, it bent right on off on both sides. That way you won't hear the clicking noise. And that way also when you put the faceplate on, it's going to sit flush with it. Like I say, make sure your power's off when you do all of that. And that's it for that. Hope I answered y'all questions and I hope everything goes right for you. Being informed on the studio once again. Y'all have a good one.